The best way a guy can get out of the friend zone.
Run you a hot bath with lots of lovely bubbles, and then put a strap on and take.
Fellas, if you're ever in a situation where you get friend zoned, like you express your feelings to a girl and then she hit you with like, oh, I only see you as a brother.
Why does the friend zone exist?
For losers who are meant to be there.
Would you say he's in the friend zone?
Yes, I do have a boyfriend.
Because if you think that men are just going to give all of that effort, all of that time just because you're attractive, they are over that.
Have you ever been friend zoned by a man?
I've been friend zoned by 3 men in my whole life.
I am trying to gargle your kids. I don't want to be a friend. That's on period, bro.
I don't care what nobody says. You cannot be friends with somebody that has a romantic crush on you. And I'm literally about to explain why.
Take that in mind. Just because you're a good person don't mean you're going to be the right person. Something changed with men, and a lot of people are pretending not to see it. Men are no longer sitting comfortably in the friend zone, waiting on a what if. Instead of hoping feelings change, men are quietly pulling back, creating distance, and focusing on themselves. And it's not bitterness, it's clarity. And today we're talking about why that shift is happening and what it says about modern dating. But before we get into the video, it's your boy JP. Make sure you hit this like and subscribe button. Join the Prosper Gang. We keeping it PG. There's a whole lot of prosperity going on around this mug, you feel me? Without further ado, let's just get into the video.
The guy go in the friend zone, and can he get out?
For me personally, it's really hard to get out of the friend zone. I'm not a very like friends to lovers kind of girl, so I feel like if you take too long to take that first step, I think I'm going to friend zone you.
So it's almost like he's being too timid.
Yeah.
And there might be a moment where something could happen, but once you feel that timidity, it's like a turn off forever.
Yeah, I don't think it's like timidity. There's just, I'm either attracted to someone or I'm not, and I can tell on the first date usually.
Wow. So yeah, so it could just be like, there's nothing he can do. You either have that chemistry,
yeah,
or he's out.
The best way a guy can get out of the friend zone.
He needs to treat you like a lady.
How would he do that?
No, please, Mum, please.
Go on, Mum. Share, Mum.
Buy flowers.
Yes.
Run you a hot bath with lots of lovely bubbles, and then put a strap on and take.
I'm mocking it.
Such a major green flag.
That's crazy.
That I'm like, I can't.
Yeah, that's okay. But thank you so much for saying that.
No, I love the way you interacted with everyone. You're so polite and like you're just down for like the criticism as well. But I think it's like too much of a green flag that I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna ruin you.
No worries, no. Wait, so you're saying he's too perfect, therefore you're gonna reject him?
Yeah.
Understood.
Makes sense, yeah?
It's gonna be your heartbreak.
Well, definitely.
Why does the friend zone exist?
For losers who are meant to be there.
Would you say he's in the friend zone?
Yes, I do have a boyfriend.
Are you guys in a relationship?
Wow.
Yeah.
No.
Oh. Okay, well, you say yeah, you say...
This is exactly why I make the kind of content I make. Fellas, you have to stand for something. You have to have a backbone, because if you don't stand for something, you're going to fall for any and everything. If a woman shows you that she's not interested in you and you have showed her that you like her, you're interested in her, you're interested in pursuing a relationship, and the feeling is not mutual, then find you somebody else. You didn't enter into this woman's life to be her friend. So soon as she offer you the job to be her friend, make your exit. You're not going to go to an interview where you're interviewing to be the CEO of the company and they say this position is already filled or you don't meet the qualifications, but you can be the janitor. You're going to be like, no, that's not what I'm here for.
Hey, brother just said it like it is. That's straight up. That's how that goes. Straight up. Shout out to him.
So if you enter into a woman's life to get to know her, to pursue a relationship, and the feeling isn't mutual, leave. Why are you trying to fill a role that you didn't apply for? You didn't apply to be her friend. And young dog, he fresh. Nice looking young man. He tall, like he's 6'2", 6'3", got the little nerdy glasses on. Montclair. It's too many women out here, bro, that'll give you a chance, bro.
A lot of dudes suffering from that one-itis issue. And if you don't know what one-itis is, it's pretty much like you get stuck on one person and like you only see that person and nobody else is in sight. Like nobody else meets the requirements but that one person. And that's cool to do when you're in a relationship and the feeling is mutual. But when you're in a friend zone situation, buddy, you are bugging. That's not what you should be doing. That's not what you should be doing whatsoever.
So I just found out that I'm not hot. And this was based on a really humbling experience where I'm trying to get 4 men together to help me move a really heavy object from point A to point B. Not a far point A to point B either. And I can't do it. It can't be done. I'm in hell. I've tried for days, texting every man I know. Can you please come help me move this heavy thing? It's a piece of granite, by the way. I think we can use that as a gauge. Number 1,
no,
can you
can't.
get a group of men to help you move a heavy object from point A to point B? Number 2, how far can you get them to move it?
But look at your personality. Was they wrong for telling you no? No, they wasn't. They probably knew exactly the type of personality you are. You are gauging your attractiveness based off of what you can get men to do for you. That says a lot about you and your need for outside validation to verify who you are as an individual. That sucks. And that's low vibrational energy. Straight up. So I think they was right by saying they couldn't do it.
Because what I need is a piece of granite moved about 15 feet. Cannot gather 4 men to do that. Oh, I can't. I'm going to be hung over that day. Oh, I can't. Football is on. Wah. Number 1, they don't make men like they used to. Because how come nobody wants to be helpful? Little helpless old me? You want me to pick up the granite slab? Why? You're not being helpful. Number 2, I need to level up.
I'm sorry, but this is not telling of how hot you are. This is telling of how many men that you've placed in your friend zone. And it sounds like they all exited themselves without you even realizing. Because if you think that men are just going to give all of that effort, all of that time just because you're attractive and you're literally just sitting there and you're not reciprocating anything back, they are over that. They would rather have a true friend that they're putting effort towards, or they'd rather have somebody that's wanting to be in a real relationship with them. It's that simple. Stop trying to expect things from men when you're giving them literally nothing back.
It's just about reciprocation. Like, there's this saying that is, givers gotta have limits because takers don't have any. I'm gonna say that one more time. Givers need to have limits because takers don't have any. So if you're a man that's in a friend zone and you're doing favors, treating this woman that you really have a romantic feeling for like a romantic girlfriend, though you're giving her the boyfriend benefits, but she's not giving you any girlfriend benefits, you're the giver, she's the taker, especially if she knows you feel that way and she's continually taking from you, knowing you feel that way. She's the taker and you're the giver. Nobody is going to say, stop giving to me. I don't want it. Stop giving me money. Stop opening the door for me. Stop doing. Nobody is going to stop you from doing that. You got to have a limit because takers will not stop you. So that's really on the responsibility of the man. But there's nothing wrong with calling these women out that be doing that because that ain't cool either. But as a man, you got to take ownership and responsibility for your actions. And that's why videos like this is important because it could wake you up. Now, don't turn into hating women. This is your fault. Like, it's your fault you allowed yourself to be in that situation, not hers. Again, takers gonna just get what they can get. You just need to be man enough to not allow yourself to have so low of a low self-esteem to put yourself in that situation. And the reason why I can talk like that, because I've been there before. So, trust me. Fix your self-esteem, brother.
Guys get friend-zoned, but girls get zoned. Boy stops talking to us suddenly after he gets a girlfriend, or starts ghosting us after we reject his first move. They only lost another girl, another rejection. But we lost a friend, someone we thought was worth more.
Something about this just feels strange. Can we normalize men not being interested in a friendship to be just as valid as women not being interested in a romantic relationship? Like, obviously this can apply to anyone, but I feel like this is a unique experience directed at men. And when I say normalize, I mean, can we stop doing that thing where we find a way to make it an indictment on this man's character? We find a way to reflect negatively on who he is because he is not interested in a friendship with somebody. Now we break off all the side conversations. Does he really value women, only seeing women as objects and all this other stuff, when it's really just the same way that she doesn't see him in her life in the place that he believes he should be, he doesn't see himself in her life the place that she believes he should be. And I also think that men can make this type of decision at any time, how they feel like they fit in somebody else's life or how that person fits in their life. And if that means not continuing a friendship with somebody, that's okay too. Being rejected, but also being responsible for someone feeling bad when you've decided to remove yourself because y'all don't want the same thing seems unfair to me.
That's people pleasing. And I've talked about that a lot on my channel because I suffer from that too. That if you choose yourself over somebody else that rejected you, like think about it. Somebody rejected you and you chose to remove yourself after they rejected you, and they're mad at you for choosing to remove yourself, and you feel guilty for removing yourself from somebody that rejected you. You feel guilty for that. That's people pleasing, bro. You feel guilty because you didn't make somebody else happy that did not care if you was happy because they rejected you. No, people pleasing, bro. Don't do that.
While I understand those emotions on the other side, I think it deserves the same damn that's crazy that men get when they have to cope with rejection.
Damn, that's crazy.
Once a woman friends on you, there is no going back. There's nothing you can do to change my mind. I don't care if you wine and dine me, if you take me to Italy, you're not getting this. Because whatever you did from the start to get you in a friend zone, you can't get out. Have you ever been friend zoned by a man?
I've been friend zoned by 3 men.
Really?
In my whole life. I'm like, yo, like, you know, I like you. Let's see what's up. And they're like, no, I think we should just be friends. I don't want to be your friend.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yes.
I am trying to gargle your kids. I don't want to be your friend.
And that's on period, bro.
That's what the I wanted to get married. Okay. So when you tell me you're not interested, I'm not going to stop wanting to get married. I have to not talk to you. I have to now ghost you. And now you're looking at me like I'm crazy.
You have to not exist anymore. Disappear.
Mm-hmm. I will say though, women don't take rejection the same way men do, but obviously because men are just traditioned and conditioned to be able to handle rejection better, they supposed to. Now there's some men that's crazy, feminized as hell, and they can't take no rejection and they crash out. I ain't talking about them dork ass losers. That's them. I ain't talking about them. But the men that take it on the chin and they just keep moving, that's that. But to be honest, you don't see women taking rejection at the same level men do. It's like, you don't like me? Oh, you must be gay. Crazy. That shit great.
If you are a guy and you are friend zoned by a girl, what you have to understand is that a girl will give you a very small window to make it out of the friend zone. And if you don't take that shot when she gives it to you, if you don't take that chance, you're cooked. It's game over. You're in the friend zone for life, buddy. Probably won't tell you she's giving you that window, but she might be acting a little bit different towards you. She might be a little bit flirtier. She might just change her energy towards you, and you have to read that. And if you don't take it, she's probably not going to give you another chance. If you were a girl's friend, she will have this very small window where she will start to think, maybe, like, I don't know, like, maybe I could see it, you know? They start to think a little bit and they try to convince themselves, maybe I could be into him in that way. And that's what a girl will do. She won't tell you. She's just gonna, might be a little bit flirtier with you. She might leave hints in other ways where she's opening that door for you to make a move. And if you don't take it, if you screw it up, if you go, I don't know, talk to some other girl, whatever, she's done. She's not gonna think of you in that way anymore. You're gonna stay in the friend zone. Girls, if you agree with this, let me know.
Listen, that's too much goddamn thinking. Ain't nobody got time for that. If you try to holler at her, this is my rule of thumb, right? I mean, I'm in a relationship. I've been in one for a while, so this really don't apply to me. But in them times, if I could go back to them times, this is how I would think. I'm older now, so I didn't think like that back then. But if I could go back, this is how I think. If you approach a woman and you tell her, hey, I like you, da. Or even if you've been talking to her just for a little while, and you express your feelings to her, and she rejects you. You reject me once, you reject me forever. Straight up. That's how I feel. For a few reasons. One, If you older, obviously, if y'all kids, it's a different conversation, but if you're grown and she's not sexually attracted to you, if you try to approach her romantically and she's not sexually attracted to you, not saying that can't grow on you, like some men grow on women, and I understand that's a thing. But for me, I'm gonna keep it a buck. It gotta be something. You know what I mean? If you wouldn't even let me like entertain the fact of being romantic with me, it ain't nothing we can talk about. Like, it's some women that's like, okay, he cute or he attractive, but I want to get to know him a little bit. Cool. But it's some women that's like, if you approach them and you try to be romantic with them and they just reject you off rap, then that means they don't even find you on your base level of the minimal attraction. Like, just leave it alone. Like, don't even try to stick around for that. If you don't meet that minimal base level of attraction for her, just dip. Like, it ain't, because if you approach her with it and she say no, then obviously you don't meet that. Because if you did, she would at least entertain you. She's not even entertaining you. So you don't even meet that level, just dip, bro. Don't doing all that planning and waiting to see if she gonna leave that open window. Don't do none of that shit. That's a waste of time, bro. Don't do none of that.
Fellas, if you're ever in a situation where you get friend zoned, like you express your feelings to a girl and then she hit you with like, oh, I only see you as a brother. I don't see you that way. You know what I'm saying? I only look at you as a friend. Make sure that going forward, if you decide to stay in that friendship, that you continue to treat her like a friend. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying treat her bad. I'm saying don't do more for her than you would do for your male friends. You know what I'm saying? Because here's the thing. A lot of dudes think that if they're in this situation, if they start doing boyfriend stuff, like taking her out on dates, paying for everything, buying her gifts, eventually she's going to change her mind. But that's not the case. Most women, I'm not saying all, they see what they have in front of them. You know what I'm saying? They see that you're vulnerable, that you like them, and they're going to continue to take advantage of that because they have that power in their hand now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So in doing so, you treat her like an actual friend. You're going to get to see either if she's actually genuine, like, okay, she actually does just value me as a friend and this isn't a problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, we could split the bills. We could go do this. I could pay sometimes. Hey, you bought me a Christmas gift. I bought you a Christmas gift. You know what I'm saying? You could see if she's actually going to be a genuine friend versus if she's actually just taking advantage of the fact that you have feelings for her.
But I disagree with that because of the fact that even if she do treat you like a genuine friend, you're not going to see her that way. If you had romantic feelings for her, you probably going to always have that. You always going to have that what if in your head. That's why you need to just go ahead and date it. It ain't nothing you can do from that. Don't try to be like, well, I'm going to try to like rewarp it and just be a friend. No, you can't do that. You cannot do that. Now, maybe you can kind of grow out of it, but you going to always have that what if. Just date it, bro. It ain't nothing you can do with that.
So make sure never to overextend yourself if you decide to stay in this position.
I don't care what nobody says. You cannot be friends with somebody that has a romantic crush on you. And I'm literally about to explain why.
I definitely agree.
My perception wasn't always this way. I always used to think like, oh, like they have a crush on me. They have feelings for me. We can kind of dead this and move back to having a great friendship.
Nope.
However, a lot of times when you form friendships with these people, in your mind, you're thinking, oh, I'm getting a platonic bond with this person. In their mind, they're thinking that they're getting one step closer to messing with you. Every action that you do will not come off as like you just trying to be a good person or you just trying to be nice to them. It will come off as if
maybe he or she like me. Maybe they trying to send me a sign. Maybe, trust me, don't go down that rabbit hole, my nigga. Just go ahead and dead that shit right now. I'm telling you, don't do it.
You are showing that you're falling for them. I've seen this happen so many different times that I don't even want to tell the stories because I don't even want anybody to think I'm like, I guess, sneak dissing them. It's very similar to like when you fresh get out of a relationship with somebody and you need space. You need to fall off for them because every single action that you do, if it's a negative action, they'll think it's malicious, when in reality it has nothing to do with them and more to do with you just being your own person and doing what you want. If it's a good action, they'll think that you're trying to get back together with them. Same thing with the friends that have a romantic crush on you. Every single action that you do, they will literally be hypersensitive to it, whether it's in a good way or a negative way. I've seen like the pipeline from someone having a crush on you to treating you like absolute crap out of reactionary methods to like things that you never intended to offend them.
He is 1,000% right, and I couldn't have said it any better. Definitely, it ain't going nowhere. You ain't gonna be able to fix the situation. You always gonna have that what if, and every little action they do, just being a kind gesture as a friend, you gonna mistake that for you're going to mistake that for them liking you. Trust me, I've been in a friend zone and I've had people in my friend zone before. If you know the other, you get what I'm trying to say, right? So it's just deaded. It's nothing you can do with that. It's dead. I don't care what nobody say. Anybody say anything else, they're probably wrong. I'm just keeping it 100. And there's another thing I want to talk about. And this is for people that, moving on and they done let go. This is what people need to understand. And this is both men and women, don't matter. People think because you're a good person means that you're good for them, and that's not true. Just because you're a good guy don't mean you're going to be the right guy for her in a relationship. Just because you're a good girl don't mean you're going to be the right girl for him in a relationship. That's not how that works. People think because I'm a good guy, I treat you right, I treat you with respect, you should be with me. You should not look at relationships like that. Look at relationships as compatibility, not as I do right and they do wrong. So if I do right, then it's going to work. That's not how that works. You need to look at relationships as compatibility sectors. Pretty much saying two good people might not be the right people. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of good people out here. But just because you meet a good person don't mean they're going to be a good friend to you. Just because, so you might see a girl, you think she nice, she humble, she cool, she good looking. Then you get to know her, you realize she annoying as hell, and she friendly with everybody and their mama. And you don't like that. You're like, nah, why are you this friendly? I'm an introvert. Or you're a woman and you meet a guy, and then the guy, he nice, he cool, he sweet. But you get to talking to him, the nigga controlling as hell. Like, all of that matters. Like, it's all about compatibility. So take that in mind. Just because you're a good person don't mean you're going to be the right person. And that takes practice. That takes dating multiple people. That takes learning what you do and don't like. And just because somebody's good don't mean it's going to work. There's so many people in relationships right now that forced it because they just thought they were a good person. Well, they were a good person. They wasn't the right person, though. Look for the right person. The right person will be the right and good person. You know what I mean? The good person not always the right person, but the right person is always the good person. I'm built like that. Don't give me a Oscar. Straight up. If that ain't worth a subscribe, ain't nothing worth a goddamn subscribe. You know what I mean? So hit the like and subscribe button. Join the project game. We keep it PG. There is a whole lot of prosperity going on around this mug. You feel me? Remember, there is nothing impossible to they who try. Till next time I'm out.